Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Vinny's Take. It's Wednesday, the day before football starts in the NFL, but I want to talk about something that happened last Saturday. College football game day, unlike in past seasons where they come live from a campus, is doing like everybody else, doing the Zoom call thing where they're all spread out amongst their own homes and talking. And talking about the social justice things that are going on in sports today. This is becoming a huge issue in sports, social justice and how leagues and schools and teams are going to react. Well, during the discussion, Kirk Herbstriet, a former starting quarterback at Ohio State, got on there and he talked about his feelings about it. And rather than me telling you what he said, take a listen to this.
Over these last 4 months, how do you listen to these stories and not feel pain and not want to help? You know what I mean? It's like wearing a hoodie and putting your hands at 10 and 2. Oh God, I better look out because I'm wearing Nike gear. Like what? What are we talking about? And so you can't relate to that if you're white, but you can listen and you can try to help because this is not okay. It's just not.
It's not.
So here is a guy who has lived his entire life in front of the camera. Since he was the starting quarterback at Ohio State and then working for ESPN as not only a college game day analyst, but also a color commentator for college football on ESPN and ABC. He doesn't truly understand what's going on, and I'm not trying to make light of his feelings and his emotions by him crying on live television like that. I don't know what he's feeling, but he obviously says he thinks he feels these emotions because he hears the stories, but much like many people that work at places like ESPN and stuff, they're only hearing what is being fed to them. They don't have the full story. Just like those NFL players putting Jacob Blake's name on his helmet, they don't have the full story about how the warrant that was being served, he wasn't there breaking up a fight, okay? There was a warrant for his arrest for rape, sexual assault. In fact, the aunt of the victim has posted on Twitter asking people that, telling people that her niece deserves an apology because of people from the NBA and the NFL parading around the alleged, and I'll say alleged, rapist without getting the full story and without talking about that. Trying to give a fictionalized view of what happened. We need to stop as a community, and especially in the sports world, of trying to politicize everything without the facts. Of course, there's room for social justice. There's room for peaceful protest. We're not getting a lot of peaceful protest. And Kirk, I don't know you. You've always seemed like a straight-up guy. You've always seemed like you knew what you were talking about when it came to sports, especially football. But I really don't think you quite grasp the whole story that's coming out of especially the Jacob Blake case. You mentioned wearing hoodies. Well, that goes back to Trayvon Martin. They keep trying to lump Trayvon Martin into this with police brutality. George Zimmerman was no police officer. That is an entirely different kind of case, an entirely different realm. And he also says something about putting his hands at 10 and 2. I've been pulled over in the past. And you know where my hands go? 10 and 2. We say, well, you're white, you ain't got nothing to worry about. No, because there are white people that get shot and killed by police as well. If you don't obey the officer's instructions, there's going to be problems. I just think as a nation, look, this is a tough spot to be in. You want to tell the young people you need to have a voice and you need to be able to protest. But the same spot, we tune into football, we tune into baseball or basketball to escape the nonsense that's going on in the world politically. So tomorrow night, the NFL kicks off, opening week. Kansas City hosting the Houston Texans. And there's going to be protests. And you're going to see a million times on your social media people saying, boycott the NFL. And they're going to post pictures of whatever stuff they put up for social justice. My opinion, my suggestion, my advice is don't turn the game on until it's kicked off. And just watch the game. Let the players have their little protests. But if they want to do actual change, if they want to seek actual reform, they need to be honest with the stories. They need to not fall for the alleged stories being promoted by the media. Do your own research. Watch the entire video. Don't just see the end of the video where he comes around the car and gets shot in the back. Watch the entire thing where he's fighting with the cops. Read the reports. Find out why they were there for Blake in the first place. Listen to their story. Form your own conclusions, just as the jury will form their conclusions during any criminal trial. But let's get away from... Let's play football. Tomorrow night in Kansas City, let's play football. Anyway, that's my take. Until next time, make sure you tune into Sack the Future Live tonight as I run the Packers against the Vikings. Until then, I'm Vinny Vincent. God bless America. Make sure you click like and subscribe to this channel.